Hi, my name's Isaac Jolly. I've been a cabin leader at Malagash Bible Camp the past 3 summers, and today I'll be sharing a devotional on John chapter 4, verses 1 to 15. Jesus knew the Pharisees had heard that he was baptizing and making more disciples than John, though Jesus himself didn't baptize them, his disciples did. So he left Judea and returned to Galilee. He had to go through Samaria on the way. Eventually he came to the Samaritan village of Sychar, near the field that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, tired from the long walk, sat wearily beside the well about noontime. Soon a Samaritan woman came to draw water, and Jesus said to her, "Please, give me a drink." He was alone at the time because his disciples had gone into the village to buy some food. The woman was surprised, for Jews refused to have anything to do with Samaritans. She said to Jesus, "You are a Jew, and I am a Samaritan woman. Why are you asking me for a drink?" Jesus replied, "If you only knew the gift God has for you and who you were speaking to, you would ask me, and I would give you living water." "But sir, you don't have a rope or a bucket," she said, "and this well is very deep. Where would you get this living water? And besides, do you think you are greater than our ancestor Jacob, who gave us this well? How can you offer better water than he and his sons and his animals enjoyed?" Jesus replied, "Anyone who drinks this water will soon become thirsty again. But those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbling spring within them, giving them eternal life." "Please, sir," the woman said, "give me this water. Then I'll never be thirsty again, and I won't have to come here to get water." I really love this passage because it speaks to how loving Jesus is, regardless of the things we've done in our lives. In the story, we're not told a whole lot about the Samaritan woman. We're told that she's been married 5 times, that she's living with a man who she's not currently married to, and that she's drawing water from a well in the afternoon by herself. The fact that she's actually drawing water at noontime by herself speaks to just how much of an outcast she is within her society. At this time, people would go in large groups early in the morning to draw the water, so the fact that she's by herself in the afternoon just shows that nobody in her town wants to be with her, no one wants to be associated with her, and yet Jesus comes to her and he initiates the conversation. I just find that such a good reminder that even though we all have messed up things in our past, Jesus is so loving that he actually comes to us, he initiates the conversation, he wants a relationship with us regardless of our past. The other reason why I chose this passage is because it serves as such a great reminder about the actual faith that we can have in Jesus, to really come through with the things he promises. And just that when we actually put our trust in him, that he can provide real nourishment and actually sustain us in ways that things of this world cannot. Sometimes I feel like I'm like the Samaritan woman who keeps going to this well and keeps needing to come to the well because it's not providing her actual nourishment. But if we put our faith and our trust in Jesus in every single aspect of our life, we will never need anything else again because it'll be constantly nourishing us. And I really just love verse 10 as well, when it says, Jesus replied, "If you only knew the gift God has for you and who you are speaking to, you would ask me and I would give you living water." I just really love the start of that verse when it says, "If you only knew the gift God has for you and who you are speaking to." Just the fact that he has this conversation with the Samaritan woman, and there's just this sense that Jesus knows something that she doesn't know. He's all-knowing, he's all-powerful, and he wants to give her this thing. He wants her to place her trust in him because he just knows all the amazing things that can come from that. And I just find that as such a great reminder that God actually has a special gift for every one of us, and that we need to remember who we actually are speaking to, and that we don't need to be worrying about all these things going on in our lives, because if we put our faith and our trust in Jesus, then he can be in control, and he's all-powerful, and he'll never let us down. He'll give us the living water, he'll give us the eternal life, and I just find that as such a comforting thing. So I guess my challenge to everyone who's watching this devotional is to really take a look at your life and see the things that are constantly needing nourishment, and take that issue or that challenge and just place all your hope and all your trust in Jesus. Because just like he says in this passage, if you only knew the gift God has for you and who you were speaking to, you would ask me and I would give you living water. Jesus comes to us It doesn't matter what we've done. And he wants to give us living water. He wants to give us the gift God has for us. And all we need to do is remember who we're speaking to and actually have complete faith in him and trust that he can do amazing things.